is one of the people that he was thinking about. Governor, how do you respond to the president's unification message of calling you and other governors a Neanderthal?
Two things, Brian. First, it obviously is not the type of thing that a president should be saying. But second, he kind of said it on the worst day he could have, because the same day he said that, in Texas, the Biden administration was releasing illegal immigrants into our communities who had COVID. The Biden administration was spreading COVID in South Texas yesterday because of their lack of constraint of testing and quarantining people who'd come across the border illegally. The Biden administration was exposing Texans to COVID. That is Neanderthal-type approach to dealing with the COVID situation. But more importantly, Brian, is this. And that is, with regard to masks, the change in Texas really wasn't all that much different from where we were before for a couple of reasons. First, we are still strongly advocating that every Texan follow the best practice. Where we are today is completely different from where we were this time last year, when Texans and Americans didn't know how to deal with this. For an entire year, Texans have learned the best practice, and that is to wear a mask, and we still strongly recommend that people do wear a mask. But Brian, know this, that I know you folks know, and that is, when we saw the spikes in cases after Christmas and New Year's, we saw that most of those spikes, they didn't occur in businesses or in schools or in other locations like that, like retail centers. Most of those transmissions occurred in the home setting, where people were not wearing a mask in the first place. And so the mask requirement being eliminated isn't going to make that big of a change in the state of Texas. Also, people in Texas will continue to wear masks, even though there's not a state mandate. We're just in a situation now where government mandates are not needed because Texans do know the best practices.
Hey, Governor, you're not telling everyone to do it. You give them the freedom to decide. Like, for example, CVS, JCPenney, Hyatt Hotels, Kroger, Macy's, Starbucks. I go on to Target. You got to wear a mask to go in there. That's the same thing they're doing in Florida. It's up to